Hey, it's Nicole again. I just wanted to make a short video update on day 6, and I wanted to share a tool that I've been using to get through the moments. And basically it's just being present and when going from moment to moment. I'm having a hard time thinking clearly just because obviously I'm not sleeping well yet. So if you want to see the effects of long-term drug use and detox, you can watch this video and get first-hand experience and see how fucked your brain is when you get sober. So anyway, yeah, moment to moment, that's what I'm doing. And this is rooted in Buddhist mindfulness meditation, insight meditation, Vipassana meditation, because the thing that I'm having to learn to do again is to be alone sober. I've done this work before. I've worked with my loneliness before, but it's been a long time, and it's been a really long time. And so I'm having to relearn how to be alone and be sober. And I'm having to relearn how to do everything when I'm alone. I'm having to relearn how to take out the trash. I'm having to relearn how to do the dishes sober. I'm having to relearn how to vacuum sober. And what happened today when I was vacuuming was I noticed that I started to get that anxious feeling, the anxiety feeling, the like this when I'm vacuuming. And that's because my brain is used to being sedated while doing everything. And now that it's not, until things stabilize, there's gonna be a bit of anxiety, and that's all right. So what I did was I noticed these sensations in my body. And when I notice them, and you can do this with any sensation, by the way, it doesn't have to be just anxiety, it can be rage, it can be sadness, anything. So I just notice the sensations, I label it as sensation, I'm like, oh, there's that sensation. And then I just focused on the task at hand. So there's this saying in Buddhism, it's called wholehearted dedication to the task at hand, which I'm not really doing a good job of right now, obviously, because I'm driving and making a video. But I also have autism, so this is a form of stimming. Driving is a form of stimming while I'm talking, which helps. But, so I was vacuuming and I was freaking out, and I just said, just vacuum. Like, just stop. It doesn't have to be so complicated. Just stop. Just vacuum. Just put the sheets in the dryer. Just go pee. Just sit in this meeting. Just call another addict or alcoholic. Just pet the dog. Just shower. So that's a tool I'm using. Another tool I'm using is distraction. I'm listening to talks on YouTube. Ram Dass, R-A-M-D-A-S-S. I love Ram Dass. He has helped me so much. And listening to AA speakers. Another thing that I'm doing differently this time is I am not waiting until I get the craving to use to reach out, because by that time it's usually too late. So what I'm doing is I'm reaching out beforehand, and I'm connecting with people beforehand, and I'm learning how to set boundaries, because I am an introvert. And you know, if you throw yourself into any 12-step meeting and like really throw yourself in and like dive in and apply yourself, you're gonna have a lot of social interaction. And for an introvert, that can be kind of scary. So I'm working on setting boundaries and saying, hey, I'm feeling overstimulated, I need to go recharge, blah, blah, blah. So it's really helping me set boundaries. And the reason why the meetings are working so well for me, as I may have already said, is because I need the replacement behavior. And what I mean by replacement behavior is, instead of going to 3 different head shops in one day, because you know, you can't just go to one and ask for 5 bottles. You gotta go, oh, I'll take 2, and then 4 hours later you're at a different one. Oh yeah, give me 2, and then you go back to that other one and say, I'll just take 1. Who are we fooling? Who was I fooling? No one. So instead of making those runs all over the city, I'm making runs to meetings all over the city. And there's a sign on this truck right here that says, say no to drugs. And I just thought that was funny. As if it were only that simple. But thank you, universe, for the message. Okay, so anyway, replacement behavior. Instead of making runs all around town and making runs to meetings, instead of using my drug as a way to get dopamine, I'm calling people to get dopamine. And people are like so impressed. Oh my God, I can't believe you're going to 2 to 3 meetings a day. I'm like, you don't know. I was going to 2 to 3 stores a day. I was like, you know, constant using. I need this replacement behavior. I met with a potential sponsor yesterday and it didn't work out, and that's fine. I think I dodged a bullet. I'm not gonna go into the details. Okay, yeah, I'll go into the details. She said she wasn't ready to be a sponsor. Totally understandable. But then she also said, are you sure you really belong in AA? Because, you know, you're a drug addict. I said, look, do I really have to sit here and tell you that I seriously drank from about age 16 to 30, that I got a DUI, that I wrecked multiple cars drunk, that I had unprotected sex and got pregnant multiple times because of drinking? Do you really think that that's okay to say to someone on like day 5 when they're eggshell fragile, to use the words of Russell Brand? Not appropriate. So that was hard to receive, but I received validation from other people in the program of AA that no, you belong here. And what I took from that interaction with that woman was that, and this is my personal philosophy, I don't care if your problem is chocolate cake or heroin. Like, I don't care. I do not differentiate between substances because I don't identify with my substance. I am, first and foremost, a person. Second, an opiate addict or drug addict or alcoholic, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't identify with my substance, and I understand that a lot of people do. And the point that I took from it, or that I'm trying to make, is that the common thread is not the substance. The common thread is the suffering. So that's why I say I don't care if your problem is chocolate cake or heroin. It doesn't matter. If you have a problem, you have a fucking problem. And the common thread is the suffering that is a result from that craving that's insatiable, that you give into over and over and over, no matter how many times you say you won't. So anyway, yeah, I dodged a bullet with that woman, and I have my feelers out for a different sponsor. And really, I just am releasing control and doing things differently and taking things moment by moment. And I'm on my way to therapy right now. And then that's at noon. It'll be over at 1. And then I'm going to a meeting at 2. And that's it. I'm not gonna get any further ahead than that. Like, that's it. Yeah, so moment by moment, staying present, reaching out before it gets too late, replacement behavior, and that's it. All right, bye.